Hey, good morning to everybody. Happy Wednesday. It's Daryl here. It is 6 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. I've been kind of hesitating to make this video. I wanted to talk about who I endorse. I want to talk about the election, who you guys are going to vote for, who we as a country are going to vote for. I was waiting to make this video because I know a lot of you guys out there aren't particularly Biden supporters. A lot of my viewers have come from Bo and similar pages. A lot of you are progressives that supported Bernie. A lot of you are for very small government. I don't know if libertarian is the right word or anarchist. But there's varied viewers out there, and I don't think a lot of you are I wouldn't even say hardcore Biden supporters, but really Biden supporters at all. All right, like I said, I've been waiting to make this video, but because I think me along with you guys are hesitant to say yes, I support Biden. I endorse Joe Biden. I'm going to vote for Joe Biden. I think me, along with a lot of you guys, have been hesitant to say that. Okay, here's the facts. Here are the facts. We got about 100 days till the election. Yeah, just about 100 days. 100 days, a little over 3 months. It's getting close. That's a fact. 3 months. And here's another fact. Either Joe Biden or Donald Trump is going to be president of this country. At this point, I know we've all been holding our breath. Initially, a lot of people like me were looking at Bernie Sanders. We're hoping for that. At this point, it's looking like Biden and Bernie are kind of coming together. A lot of us are waiting to see who Biden is going to pick for a vice president. But you know what? The bottom line is either Donald Trump or Joe Biden is going to run this country. On January 20th of next year, either one of these two men is going to be president of the United States. That's the fact. That's the bottom line. At this point, it's not, I was going to say realistic, but I don't think it's even possible at this point for anyone else to make it, to become president. I know a lot of us are idealists. I know a lot of people don't want to, they don't support Donald Trump, but they're not a Democrat. They want to vote their conscience. They want to do the right thing. And that means not voting at all or voting a write-in. So let's look at what would that accomplish, seriously. I understand that. I've done the same thing before. But this is, as you guys can see, as Donald Trump is sending his troops, his secret police, into our cities, it's getting imperative, seriously. If he stays in power 4 more years, just picture what we're going to have here with his inability to take responsibility, his total lack of compassion and caring for the people of this country, beyond money, beyond the stock market, beyond how it benefits him and his corporation. I was just watching, on a side note, I was watching this morning that he was trying to influence a major golf I don't know a lot about golf competition, trying to get it moved from England into Scotland, using his position as president of the United States to accomplish this. Again, this is such a violation of ethics. We have a completely unethical, corrupt man as president. All right, I won't go off too much on this part. Back to Biden. I voted Republican. I voted Republican back in '84. In '88, I voted Republican. I was a registered independent up until 2016. All right. It's time to make a choice. It is. And for me, the choice has to be Joe Biden. Look at this is the way I started to think about it that made it more palatable, to make it more acceptable. I mean, I hate to use those terms because I don't think Joe Biden is a bad guy. I think a lot of us just have high expectations. We have a lot of high hopes for this country, for the next president. You know, universal health care and a lot of other similar grand ideas for this country. But I started to look at it realistically. Like I said, one of these two men is going to be president. And with Trump, we know where this is, what path it's going to go down. And I can't imagine a lot of people watching this video right now want that. And the ones that do think they want it, I don't think they're going to feel the same way in 4 more years if Trump gets reelected. All right. I started to look at it this way. Look at Trump. Look at Joe Biden as a when you get in a breakup with somebody, you have a bounce back person in between. You have a serious relationship, and then you have what's it called? You have a on the bounce on the when you have that relationship in the middle, and then you go to your next serious relationship. I forgot what the term is called. But look at Joe Biden as our rebound guy. Okay? Since we don't want Trump, and it's going to be one of these two guys, Joe Biden could be our rebound president. It's going to be a move in the right direction. And the next, in 2024, we could take another step towards the ideal, the progressive ideal, or whatever it is that you guys picture as a president. So we could use Biden. Biden would be, instead of a move in the wrong direction, at least it would be a move in the right direction. And so I came up with this term, Joe Biden, as a rebound president. Like I said, and I'm not using this analogy to say that Trump was our last love. I'm not doing that. But he's a rebound president. It's something in the interim to move in the right direction towards what we really our final goal, our specific goal, what we hope for. And then too, I thought of this a lot. Okay, Joe's got a lot of good ideas. I've been looking up on universal preschool. Care for the elderly and for the preschool. I was looking up a lot of his ideas on the economy. I'm not going to get too far into this. If you guys are interested, you could look it up yourselves on what Joe's talking about. The thing is, we know him. He's been vice president. We know he's not going to do anything crazy. I think a lot of his time, if he is elected president, a lot of his time is going to be spent correcting or fixing the mess that Donald Trump has made in the last 4 years. In other words, I don't believe, if you're afraid that Biden will do some kind of harm or some kind of, if you're afraid of socialism, I don't think that's a real fear, because I think a lot of this time in the next 4 years, if Biden is elected, is going to be spent fixing, repairing the damage that Trump has done over the last 4 years. And I think that's going to take up a lot of Biden's time and effort repairing that. And then in 2024, we can look forward to moving further in the final direction. If you guys get what I'm saying. I know a lot of you guys have grander hopes, bigger hopes for this country than Joe Biden. Like I said, be it socialism, being a progressive, anarchist, whatever. But one of these two guys is going to be elected president, Trump or Biden. That's a fact, whether you like it or not. If you don't vote, if you write in a vote, it might help your conscience. It might make you feel better, but it's not going to, in the end, it's not going to help. It's really not. You have to vote for Biden or Trump. One of those two men is going to win. And yeah, obviously, you know who I'm talking. You know, we want Biden to win here. And like I said, you know, even if you don't necessarily support him, look at it as a step in the right direction, as a rebound towards the next president, away from Trump, as a step in the right direction. It makes it a little more palatable if you're not a true Biden supporter, which I don't think a lot of you are. But it's coming down to the time where you got to pick a side. You have to pick a side. We got 100 days. One of these two guys is going to be president, and your vote's going to count. Make it count. You know, I understand voting your conscience, but this is a big one. This is important. As we see these secret police going into cities across America, this is important. So those are my thoughts for today. All right, you guys have a good Wednesday.